Good morning, everybody. I'm talking about this book today. Youngblood #2 came out. Youngblood #1 was such a great surprise. Beautifully done by Rob Liefeld, and this continues right where it left off. I read it the other day. Didn't get to sit there and talk about it yet, thanks to some things called work. But this is just an action-packed issue from start to finish. So we're continuing with Youngblood when Xerxes out in the middle of the ocean. Here you go. You got your team sitting up over here. You got Xerxes in the background, and it's nonstop action from the get-go. Supreme made his appearance with Kid Supreme and Suprema at the end of the last issue, and from here, it's just throwing down Supreme versus Xerxes. And then, when you don't get enough of the bang and pow from these two, you got these two going at it, Die-Hard and Vandel. Die-Hard and Vandel throwing down page after page. If it isn't Supreme, Kid Supreme and Suprema versus Xerxes. Just look at the artwork on this. There's Suprema sitting over there looking like she's ready to tear some shit up. And what she do? She comes on in and decides to start tearing some shit up as well. Pow right there, cracking them. But along with that, like I said, you got Die-Hard sitting there going head to head with Vandel, and he just pounds his ass right up into space, just mollywallops the hell out of him. And there's some more characters being introduced again. So if you are not familiar with the old history of the Extreme Studios, the early Youngblood storyline, and the characters created by Rob Liefeld, you got to catch up, because here we have the Shepard, referencing to the Keep from back in the days. Along with that, you do have a little bit of what happened to Bedrock. He got knocked into the water, falling down. He's a big giant rock. But Rob Liefeld also has a character that's very reminiscent to somebody that a lot of us might recognize from another universe, but it's Roman. Now, spell Roman backwards, and you kind of get where the inspiration came from. And then on the very last page of the book, you have Brigade. Brigade was another one of Rob Liefeld's books back in the early 90s. And I believe a lot of the artwork, was done by Merritt Michaels back in the day with Brigade, while Rob Liefeld was doing the cover for issue #1. Great books from back in the day, and as you can see, you're going to have to sit there and try to find out about some of these characters, because he just keeps introducing more and more every single issue. It's amazing. Non-stop action. Gotta love it. Oh, I'm so happy that this came back. You guys take care. Have a great day, and thank you, Rob Liefeld, for putting this back out and bringing it to the peak status that it needs to be. Y'all take care. Have a great weekend.